Corn futures on Thursday falling to a fresh contract low. Soybeans also facing resistance. Michelle Rook is back with more on the impact of the Outlook report in Markets Now.
A tough down day in the grains on Thursday. Darin Newsom, Senior Market Analyst with Barchart, is with us. And Darin, now that we're past the USDA Ag Outlook forum, do you think we're going to continue to see pressure in these grains like we saw on Thursday?
I think we can now. I mean, as we close out the week, it certainly wouldn't be too surprised to see a little bit of short covering come into the market. There's been a lot of pressure this week, but I think really what we're seeing with contracts going through support with some key round number prices being taken out. At the bottom line is funds just have no fundamental fear of these markets right now, particularly in the grain and oilseed sector. They could sell. They don't have to worry about markets suddenly turning and going against them. So I think there's still some downside potential based on that alone.
Yeah, what kind of downside potential do you think we're going to see? We're already at new lows for much of the grain complex. How much more downside risk is there? And what could we see that might bottom this market finally?
A couple different questions. How much downside risk? It's really hard to say because, again, it depends on how long the funds want to stay in this. And that has to do with some outside markets. This is a bearish seasonal time of year, say February and March, for U.S. stock indexes. And so if they do trend down, then that's going to keep funds comfortable with their net short futures positions in commodities, particularly those commodities that don't have bullish fundamentals. On the other hand, we start to see a counter-seasonal extension of the uptrends, the long-term uptrends in the stock indexes. That could quickly pull some money out of some of these short positions, and they could start to cover here over the next 4 to 5 weeks.
Is that the only thing that could bottom these grain markets?
Fundamentally, I don't see much changing. I know if we look out at that May July soybean spread, it's holding on to be in bullish territory of calculated full commercial carry. And really, that's the lone bullish nugget out in the grain and oilseed sector. And so that we can certainly continue to watch, because what that's telling us, the fact that it doesn't really want to break down, at least not through Thursday's close, it doesn't want to break down. It's basically telling us there's still some concern over longer-term supply and demand here in the U.S. for soybeans, and that's really about it.
All right, thanks for joining us, Darin Newsom with Barchart. We'll have more Ag Day coming up.